Hi, my name is Erik Latshaw. I'm from Santa Cruz, California, originally, and I am 26 years old. I live in LA. In college, I was a history major with a minor in English and a post-baccalaureate certificate in classics, which is English and Greek. Or no, it's Greek and Latin, not English. I already got that out of the way.
What was your favorite Greek novel?
I would have to say I love the Iliad way better than the Odyssey. And I think a lot of people like the Odyssey more, but they are lamos because they don't realize what a rich parable for humanity as a whole the Iliad is, whereas the Odyssey is just stuff that happens.
What historical event would you like to have witnessed?
Well, there's all that religious stuff, of course, like if you wanted to see like Jesus or just hang out with Jesus, or like the parting of the Red Sea or something like that, because if you saw it and it happened, they'd be like, whoa, that's blowing my mind.
What do you do for a living?
I am a wine salesman. I sell wine to people who want to buy wine. When they come in, they don't know what they want, I tell them what they want, and they buy it.
What's your second job?
My second job, I have a lot of beverage jobs. I've worked in like the heavy tea industry. But I work currently also as a bartender at a hotel, at a long-term hotel. I open up beer and I open up wine, and I talk to business travelers, which sounds like I'm supposed to seduce them or something, but I just... if I was an attractive girl seeing me describing myself, I would say quiet, plants falling all over me. Quiet. And quiet. No, wow, I don't even know what the two other words I'd say would be.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what do you think people see when they see you, besides quiet?
Yeah. If they once they know me, they would say I know a lot of stuff.
No, they don't know you.
They don't know me though, so they wouldn't say that. They would just say, "Oh, I'm not gonna think about that guy because I don't even think about that guy. He's just background."
How many girlfriends have you had?
I've had 0 girlfriends. 0 girlfriends.
Okay, well, how many girls have you hooked up with?
I have hooked up with 0 girls.
How many girls have you tried to hook up with?
I guess tried to hook up with, maybe 0. Tried to like date, maybe a couple, but tried to hook up with, I wouldn't even presume to do that.
When you see a really attractive girl, what do you automatically think about her?
I come from a background of thought, like the Greeks thinking kalos kagathos, which is beautiful and noble, like good and noble, and all those all are contained in the same words. So I think I probably actually give them sometimes more of a benefit of the doubt, because I'm like, oh, they're so attractive, they probably were well schooled. Perfect date for me would be, it would probably be, because I don't have a good concept of how dates work, it would be based on my TV knowledge of what blind date looks like, where it's like, we're gonna go throw pottery, and then we're gonna go eat some weird food that we have to cook or catch or do something to, and then we'll go into a hot tub and make out.
Describe your perfect woman.
Okay. I always think it would be a smart girl, but when I talk to them sometimes I'm just like, why are you still talking about smart stuff? Let me talk about smart stuff. No, funny people are good. I think funny people are my preferred people, and so I'll apply that to women too, because they just have an awareness about the world. Like, you have some really smart people that like aren't funny, and I wonder, like, why don't you get it? Why don't you get the things that are funny? As again, a Greek philosopher said, you can either view life as a tragedy or as a comedy.
And how do you view life?
I view it as a comedy, usually.
Has it been pretty funny so far?
It's really funny. Unfortunately, I'm the buffoon character in the play, which is a standard trope in Greek comedy. I think a lot of people assume geeks and nerds don't know about what's hip and cool and all that. I mean, I know plenty of all that stuff, I just don't like it, so I've made up my mind about it. So when I see a pretty girl, I assume she reads Us Weekly, and I think that's a waste of her time.
What do you think you could teach these so-called beauties?
I could teach them a lot of things, interesting things for the average person to see. Maybe not Latin declensions, because those aren't that thrilling. But I mean, in terms of stuff I think people could use, I could teach them like wine. I know all about wine, so I could tell them. I could teach them like how to pair wine, or like how to order wine, or just about wine. I could teach them historical things. I like to just tell people interesting facts. You know, I could tell you like, Herbert Hoover's vice president was 3/8 Native American. Nobody ever talks about that. What could they teach me? I could probably have a better understanding from pretty girls about how I am perceived and how I could use that to my advantage. No, that sounds manipulative. I could learn from them, what one does in social situations wherein pretty girls hang out.
What do you think it is that you might be missing that might be holding you back?
I feel like there's like some script that people got at some point, and it's like how to talk to people, to set up dates and that sort of thing, and I just don't know the script. Like everybody's working off some sort of set of dialogue that I'm just missing out on, and I just skip out on it at some point, and I don't go off script. I guess one Greek philosopher quote to sum me up. Thucydides at the beginning of his history says of his work that it's a intethes ie, a thing for eternity, a thing to carry with you, and I'd like to be that for all of you. Goodbye.
Okay.